Hi, I'm Bruce Kivo, MMA Confidential Talk. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Dante Nero. He's known as the world's most dangerous comedian. He starred in the movie Fighting, which I sent him up for.
Absolutely,
and,
absolutely.
Before we talk about what it's like being a fighter in a movie, what's been going on with your comedy, and what's happening?
I've been I have something I just shot for Comedy Central. Russell Simmons, in collaboration with Comedy Central, shot a show in Comedy Central that drops July 1st. I think my episode airs July 11th. I think it was 6 episodes, 3 comics per episode, sort of like a showcase thing. And I'm setting up I've been working on a new half hour that I'm working on for Comedy Central as well. Yeah, that's about the most current, hottest thing.
You're everybody knows you as a funny guy, very insightful. What do you think what was your take on Cung Le coming back to fighting after a big hiatus, and also Rampage Jackson after a big hiatus? You know, people say they have ring rust. Is it possible to be in good shape for a fight when you're doing a film? You know, you did Fighting.
Well, I would say this is, I mean, literally when you look at a movie and you're looking at even just a conversation between two people, you're talking about you speak, I speak, you speak, the camera. You're talking about 6, 7 different angles of camera angles, and that's so tedious, and it takes so much time that you're talking about anywhere from 12 to 18-hour days shooting. Now you may not be shooting all that time, but if not, it's downtime. And you have to be there for the shoots. So I don't really see how you could shoot a movie at the same time when you're getting ready to compete and stuff like that.
Because a lot of guys like, Rampage, Forrest Griffin, they won't do movies.
Right, they won't do movies.
You're going to have a major part. You can't be in shape for fighting.
I don't think you can do it. I mean, I think you can, if you can do it, maybe shoot for 6 months and then you have 6 months to get ready. I think you could do that. But to do it simultaneously, I mean, I still have I'm not famous enough that I don't have a day job anymore. And I was literally shooting from 6 to 6, and then going to work from 6 to 6, like that, literally round the clock, like that.
I know you got your black belt from, I think, Anderson's.
Well, Anderson's doesn't really have a belt system, it's kind of phase system, but I originally got my black from Moses Powell, Sanukas Rule.
Moses Powell, the man.
Yeah.
So what was it like for you coming back into fighting after, like so long, training with Cung Le and appearing with Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
And when I spoke to Channing, he loves you, man. Dante,
he was real. He was really good.
So the same thing. They like you a lot, man.
Really good dudes. Channing specifically was a scene where I'm choking him, and I'm kind of, because he's the star, I'm kind of like holding back. He's like, bro, you gotta choke me. They need to see the blood in the neck, and I was like,
world's most dangerous comedian, baby.
I go, are you sure? He goes, yeah, you got to choke me. So one of the scenes where I'm choking him, I'm really kind of put the hammer down on him, and then I push him to the ground, and he kind of was going out. So we were like, cut. You can't choke the star. But it's a difficult thing to get back in it. I mean, you get into that routine where everything that you're doing is just a routine. It's like getting up and brushing your teeth is training, and then all of a sudden you stop that routine and you realize that your body is, and a lot of times it's painful. Training is painful. It's exercise is painful. It's rough on the cardio, and then when you're not doing that, to get back into it, it's difficult to shake the rust off.
And what was it like working with Cung Le?
Cung Le was he was a really good dude. I was there for his shooting, but he kind of shot a separate scene altogether. But it was just really good to see him, because I had seen him in, actually fighting. I wanted to see him and stuff like that.
He did really well.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Good.
He did. He was just, his fight scene was awesome. And even that is difficult to transition from real fighting to movie fighting, because you have to slow everything down. You can't even, a couple of times you see, you start to throw these shots and the camera doesn't even pick it up. Or it's so subtle that they need to be more dramatic, so you're throwing a punch that's really wide and slow and stuff, just so the camera can catch it. So even that transition is a little difficult.
And that's pretty hard, doing fighting for film as opposed to fighting.
Especially when you've been fighting your whole life, and now all of a sudden everything, because when you throw a punch or you throw a kick, you do it almost like breathing, because you've done it thousands and thousands of times for years and years and years, and now they're telling you to throw it differently. So
did they have anything on set where you were able to keep in shape?
No. I mean, just doing it over. I mean, you're just doing it over and over again, changing the angle, do it again, do it again, do it again. You know, that was a hell of a workout anyway.
Because, you know, I mean, Cung Lee fought a great fight against Scott Hands of Stone Smith.
Yes.
Scott Smith caught him, you know, in the third round, but he didn't appear to have ring rust, but he had to have some ring rust if there was no training facility on set. I'm
thinking it's a mindset too.
Yeah.
There's a mindset when you're hitting the gym every day and you're training in that manner where that's your only focus, and you're trying to learn lines, and you're trying, just the whole idea of it. It's even if it's not a physical ring rust, I think it's almost like a mental ring rust.
Final thought or question, Dante. What's your opinion on the rematch? I mean, Cung Lee, he doesn't have ring rust now.
I mean, you got to think about the fabric from where Cung Lee is cut. I mean, that guy has overcome all kinds of adversities and went as far as he could go in the whole Muay Thai circuit. And I think if he's focused, then Smith is going to have a rough time. He's going to have
And what do you think? You think Rampage has a shot with a rematch against Rashad, or is Rashad just too smart? Great game plan?
I love Rampage and I love Rashad, but I always felt that Rashad is a little bit too slippery and a little more versatile, and he's quicker. And you always find that the power, if Rampage can catch him, then he can win that fight. But if it goes into deep water, I think I'm gonna have to go with Rashad.
Cool, brother. And I know one thing. If you weren't into comedy, you'd probably be fighting, brother.
If I was,
money's right, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Anytime.
Want more? Go to inasectv.com to connect with the world of sports. Real-time updates, blog postings, and all the action you can handle in a sec. inasectv.com, connecting you to the world of sports.